This is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video number 21. As you can see, we're going to be talking about the hash password. I know I've shown you this in another video like way back, but I want to add this password situation into the actual form that we had on our last video. We just add to it. Well, we added the Honeypot, the CRSF, and I know there was something else there that we added. Oh, the blacklist, words. So let's bring this up a little bit. This is the actual. Let's bring this out here. This is the actual form. Remember we talked to. This is what I showed you. Remember that? And what I did was I added one other field called password. We're going to create a password. It's not going to go anywhere, but I wanted to show you a technique that you would want to have. It's going to be written in JavaScript and HTML. And on my, maybe possibly when it gets to the other end, will be the actual PHP part, the process part. So, well, let's see, because I think it's important to know these things. Maybe to even do it. You don't even have to do it, but I think it's a good idea to have it and let JavaScript do the thing for you. So I'm going to give you the actual script of the JavaScript, right? That's funny. And from there, it'll do what it has to do. And in our next video, we'll have, because it's going to be a short one, because I gotta go to the old doctor because my legs are not doing great. I don't know, I got too many problems. But anyway, that's okay. I don't want to make everybody sad. But I thought I wanted to show you that. And then the next one, when we hit the submit button, it'll go check these password stuff, okay? Because it's like the same thing that I've shown you before with the PHP $_posts and all that. So let's go to the actual file that I'm talking about. This is the one that we created the last time. So we're going to say edit. Hopefully I didn't show you anything here. Okay. And this process here, which we used for the Honeypot situation, it's still the same thing. How it checks for the, if it's empty, those kind of things. This checks to see if it's there, if it's not equal to any other hash, the CSRF token, then it does that. Remember this one, the blacklist for the words and porn. And if you notice how I have two different ones. You got porn as regular, and you got porn as 0. What they do is the hackers, they'll change a letter, like for instance this, and then it'll go through. But the process, the actual, the PHP will check that, and then it'll fight it. Okay, you'll get errors and stuff, and it'll go right back to the form. But in this situation, we're not doing anything because remember, I added, the database connection. We talked about the errors, right? That's what we get to see, these errors. And then, inserts into a database, right? Because I don't have any of these things now. That's why we're not testing it out. But, and then, of course, the special characters, so it takes them out. Filters the email, make sure that it's right. Same thing with these guys, the department, the blah. Remember, it was like a whole bunch of stuff that we checked for, emptiness and all that. But in this case, we're just doing a little bit, just a little bit. But when I do that file, the actual project that I was talking about, I have all that completed. It will probably be a complete process.php file. that would check for, of course, funny characters. We would check for SQL stuff. We would check for, what is it, the emptiness. It would check for special characters. We would check for making sure we'll use the prog underscore. Remember that one? I think that's called prog. Yeah. I'll show you all that, and then of course everything I do, I always use the try and the catch. That's why you get those errors, right? When you get an error, you get the. But right now, what I'm doing is I just added this line. Where is it? Right here, and you just get this when you put a bad word, and you just gotta get this here. The testing, you saw that already, and of course it quits. That's it. We're not doing anything else with that, right? We're just checking for these guys. But we already saw that in the last video. Right now, I just want to show you a thing about passwords, and it's all going to happen here in the index.php file. Remember, we saw that. You do the sessions because we're going to build that token situation. You saw that. Of course, you saw the CSS stuff. That's what just gives you that this look. Because basically what that is, right? That's the body, the label, the buttons, which is this green button. This is what this is right here. Background green. Excuse me. Letters are white, right? That's what that is right here. Letters are white. And then when you go like this, you notice how it changes color? That's what this is right here. That's what this is. So when you hover over that whole thing, you get this color instead. It's green, this is dark green. And of course you got your cursor point, which is a pointer. See, points. That's a default anyway. Anyway, so you get your form, and what I did was I went here and I added a section, this part right here. And it looks weird. Let's see. Let's put this down here. Oh, I see what the problem is. See, these the two colors. That's because it is. This is bad because I copied it from my other editor. Man, I gotta get a good editor. And that's basically it. Gives you the. Let's save it. Right. Then, of course, it checks for the what is that? The honeypot, and also for the token. You've seen that already. I just kind of added this right here. This piece right here. All right. Now, then you have your JavaScript. Remember, I showed you there was this from here on to here. That's the stuff that checks for, porn, sex, blah, blah, blah. That other one that has a 0? I could have put it right here. It wouldn't have passed. But I left it like this, just to show you that the PHP part, which is, where is it? Right here, catches it. That's just to show you. Anyway, we're here, we're doing this, but what I did was I added another one. I know this is not lined up good. Maybe I should just fix this right now. Let me see. Is it going this way? I just did this. Alright, so I think we can do it all in one shot. Can't do that in my other editor. For some reason, it just gets destroyed. Let's do this. Oops. Yep, I did it. I think I jumped too much, so let's go back. Let's do the shift and tab. What is it? Yeah. Okay, good. Moves it right back. Okay, so let's do this one. This piece here. Hit the tab. Okay, very good. You can kind of move this over here if you wanted to, but that's okay because it's not. Oh, yes, it is. It's part of that right here. So let's see. Wait a minute. Something worked out weird. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. So this should jump here too. And we'll put a little space here so you don't, you know. And what we could do is, where is my tab? Okay, right here. See, because I'm here. That's what this is. So I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna make this only because when you give this to someone, you want to make sure that it kind of you can read it. You know, like that. Let's put a little space here. That will be good. Alright, and then what this does, it checks to see the length check of a value, uppercase checks, number checks, and special character checks. Then it gives you, I created two variables, not variables, arrays. This is how they do it. It's a constant, meaning you can't change anything here. Like in other words, you know how you can change things and then push it back, and you can't. Not these guys, because it's a constant. Anyway, so I did one that says color, and this will be the color, and this will be the label. This is that little label that pops up. You're going to see what I'm talking about. And then it's going to say, oh, if it's equal to the 0, then you say 0% width. There's nothing in there. That's okay. Then if else, you do this stuff here. This is all. See this right here? This is JavaScript actually using CSS. You can actually do that. You can do that in PHP too. You've seen that already. So let's save this again. Alright. So what I want to do is I'm going to come here. Let's hit this. Alright. Now you see it right here, right? This is the create, what is it? Field, password field, which is right here. Now you notice that you have div. See this div right here? It has an ID. This is the actual ID. Normally we deal with name. CSS and JavaScript deals with ID. It depends on what you do, because you can do that too in PHP, but it depends only when you're using CSS stuff that you can use that, because it's part of this. This is for like when you do the process input. It reads this as a post because, as you can see, it's a post right here. Alright, so then what happens is, see this strength bar? You go over here. See, strength text, that's from the ID. Sorry. Bar, what is it? What's it called? There it goes, I'm sorry. String text at the bottom. This is for the stuff that we're going to be using. I'm going to show you because I want to show you, and then I can say, oh, see, remember what we talked about? And this is the text. Where is it? Where are we? And these are the scores. Remember the arrays? Anyway, I'm not giving it to you completely because basically we're not doing JavaScript. But if you cut this and this whole thing, put it in your file, make sure that names are the same, right? So if you're using IDs and stuff like we just showed you, make sure that it's fixed over here too. Anyway, I'm gonna have this whole thing set up for you. It'll be in the description, right? So you can play around with it. But when I do my main thing that I was talking about, the big one, I'll have the whole thing. The whole thing. You don't even have to pay me. Alright, so let's test this out. I'm gonna save it. That's because I took out some space. Now, if you go like this, see, remember this? This says it's required. Let me see. There you go. Please fill out this field. So you go here, and because I was using A, I'll do the A, okay? A, that will be Andy. Then I go to the email, that will be, what was the email? Email was this one, I guess. I don't know why this for me. Oh, I know why, because I picked the email and that thing gave me the password stuff. I could have just renamed it and have to deal with this, but as you can see, I jumped in too quick. Right here, I did IT. Here you can say what's your bio, the same developer, and then you jump into here. You notice how it's red, and then you're gonna say, if you say like A, let's say a password A B C D E F, A B C D E F. You notice that? You notice how this popped up? This is what's giving you that. JavaScript decided, okay, well you did because you put it in there, but JavaScript says, oh, I'm gonna give you this information that you wrote up. Remember these colors? Red, yellow, it'll be green one, I guess will be this one. It'll say weak, fair, good. Now this is that. This here is what's giving you this. You notice that? If you go like this and get rid of it, let's do this real quick. Now, you seen this. I mean, I'm pretty sure you deal with creating passwords. So this is just computer stuff. It doesn't mean anything. I go like this, and then you go. Please fill out the field, which you already know, right? And what do? You say A, and you say, oh, look, I'm going to put a password A. It's going to say weak. It's weak. And then you're going to say, okay, B, C is bigger. D, E, F, that's bigger. How about if I put a 3 there? Whoop, it's fair. Because I added something different. It would be hard for somebody to guess what I put in. Let's move it out the way. Or if I said something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's funny how numbers gets picked up easily. That's crazy. And if you do like a goat one, what would be a goat one? About 0. That's still fair. Let's make it into I don't know. What is the green one, right? So it would be, let's do something like this. Right now it's fair. Then I went like this. Oh, look at that. Yellow. Strength. Good. Okay. So then how about if I add another one? Let me see. Okay, it's still good. It's still good. And then I said, okay. And then I don't know if it'll take, which I will have to put in there like regular, which as you can see right here, I didn't put no characters right here. All it did was check for this, which is fine. Let me see. And what happens? Which is good. How do we get it green? It would be a good. That's another thing that's hard to figure out. Ah, there you go. Strong. You got a green one. It's strong. And let me see. How much is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, look at that. Because of this, look, 8. How about if we add, what would be a special character? See, it's strong now. Let's take this out again so we can start all over. See, and this is what I'm giving you. This is what this video is about. Because to complement the PHP Logic stuff that you want to make sure you have the JavaScript part of it too. You know? And that will help you out. So adding a real-time password strength meter is a great way to guide users without being annoying. It provides instant feedback, right? Because, you know, sometimes you do these things and when you hit it and if it's not right, it'll come back and say, oh, you're going to mess it. But why not just get one of these things that will help you out? It provides instant feedback, right? Which is much better than letting them submit a form, right? They're going to be like, oh, this guy's a pain, I want to do this, I'm leaving. right? What do because by doing this, if he's doing it, you can see it. So if it's too weak, if it's weak, if it's strong, it's fair, that would be a great thing. You know how many times I used to put these things, I'm like, when I hit it, I said, I have to wait for that message. I just showing you this, like, way back, but because it was JavaScript, I didn't want to go too crazy. The first one was like, remember how we would jump from here to here and nothing here, but then you get that little red message saying that. That's just adding a lot more. This one's just a more simpler. Just copy this stuff and you're gonna be alright. And of course, the when you do the blacklist, this can be big, right? Just say comma and keep adding to it. Let's see if we could do this. How about if we do? Let's add a. What do normally people use for stuff? I guess you can. Maybe we can use one special character. I don't know what it works. Let me see. Let's see what happens if I do. Let's take this out, and then we say, okay, it's fair, fair. Let's put some numbers. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I don't care. Oh, look, it's good. So you do it. Let's do caps. And let's do, I don't know, if you do 3, oh, look, good. Let's take that out. Let's put a special character like this. Ah, there it goes. It says weak and it's red. It says no, no, no. Last one can see you need to put it in here. So if I want to put like a special character like this, let me see. Maybe we should have done it in a different way. How was it done? Yeah, you can kind of do it like that. Let's take this whole thing out. Ah, let's do this. Let's do this. Put that in there for me. It's okay. Let's do this. Give a resource. Let's see. Let's take this crap out of there. Let's say like this. Oh, fair. One letter. Fair. But I can make it more worse than you can. 75. Let's do a. I don't know. Boom. There you go. The special character. It took the special character. Let's put a number in right behind it. See? It actually, I added this special character and it took it. So if you want the passwords to have special characters like this one, or what's the other ones? You can have these things. You can probably have one of these things. Man, let's say you allow just these 3, then it's okay. So if I did this, let's see. Let's do move. Okay, let's do developer or anything. And let's see if it'll work. So we go like this, it's fair. It's good. Is it really? Okay, you go like this, you go like this. And let's add that percent sign, see if it'll work. Yes, it did. Or how about if we just put that up? What's the other one? The pound, the hashtag. Oh, it did. How about if I added that and the other one? Let's see. What was that one? This one. It took it. See, as long as you put this in here, JavaScript will say, okay, this is allowed. This is how it does it. It tests it out. It says, oh, that's your value. And it keeps adding to it. Isn't that great? One day we'll do a JavaScript thing, like a little small course. but I'm a PHP guy. We'll stick with that. But these are little things that I'm giving it to you. You'll be able to play with it and find out things. Maybe I'll give a basic JavaScript situation, so at least you can get the idea. And that's about it. Look how wonderful that is. You get this, and then you'll be able to submit it. You know. And it says black. Oh, look, it says, "Oh, you want to save it?" And no, I don't want to. Look, the form passed the blacklist and the CSF and R and the Honeypot. Remember from before, which is this stuff right here. Where is it? Right here. See? And I stopped it. If I didn't stop it, then it goes through this process. It'll die anyway because, you know, a host, my host, the stuff that sits on my box, local, it is local host. But I have to give this information too. This information, you can get this information from the provider. You know, what is that? Host singular. What is it? Host singular or host? This is name hero. You can do GoDaddy. I mean, it's a lot of things you can. They get this information, then it'll do this, and of course it'll test out your PDO, right? Give you these options. Remember we talked about that already, and then all these things. Then if it'll execute it, that means it went in, and then it'll tell you, hey, look, we added. Well, that's it. So I wanted to show you this time. I hope you get it. And listen, man, use this stuff. Use it. Play around with it. This is all the form stuff in HTML. This HTML, I probably will give you a quick course on that because it's easy. Just the simple stuff. You know what I mean? For forms, you know. Because you can do the whole website is HTML. And if you convert it to .php, it doesn't matter, it'll still work. Even if you didn't have PHP stuff in it. But if you do have an HTML and then you added PHP stuff, then you have to do .php, okay? And then this is the stuff, right? And then JavaScript will read this stuff right here. I thought I fixed this. Oh, I didn't save it? That's kind of weird. Did I save it? Yeah. So I moved it over. There you go. That's weird. Oh, okay. That's weird. And this will do that for you. Look, I went back to the normal. Wait a minute. Did I open two? Oh, the wonder. I opened twice. That's crazy. Let's see. Anyway, just put it like this. But if you need to add, I'm going to put it in there for you, okay? If you need to add, I don't know if you do this, or I don't know if you kind of do this. If you put passwords and you add these guys, these characters, then here it goes. If you don't want none of these characters, now remember, over here you're telling it that it could be caps and it could be lowercase. Plus numbers from 0 to 9 is okay. And over here we test out from 0 to 9 and A and Z. And that's about it. Let's save this. And I'm going to have all this stuff here. Let me see. All this stuff we talked about, I'll have it sitting in a file, a text file. Let's fix this up a little bit so that we can kind of have it nicely, right? And that's okay. Let's see. That's perfect. Let's take care of some of these spaces. We don't need them. And that's about it. Let's save it and watch. And how about the PHP? Let me see. What's this one right here? See if everything lines up and it's clean. Because I'm going to give you all this. This I'll put well, it says it right here. You get that. You be smart enough to say, well, I got to get this from the host. Okay. I just put it here. Get info from hosting provider. Let's put a space there. Save it. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I know it's a little crazy. I see when I try to show you guys these things, I know my voice sucks. Old guy, what can I tell you? I think I am improving a little bit my voice. I think, I'm not sure. I have to hear these videos. And at least the information is right. You can use this information. You can't go wrong. You're going to be okay. Anyway, thank you very much. Good night.